Good morning. So today I'm going to be cleaning my fireplace. You can see the grime on the front. It's really bad inside there, but I'm not going to worry that much about that part because it is a 50-year-old fireplace. So I'm really just going to concentrate on the front here. Okay, so I researched, and there's a lot of different methods that people have recommended to clean your fireplace. Upstairs I used vinegar and water, and then I just read somewhere that you shouldn't do that because it might break down the brick. Then I was just about to use salt mixed with dish detergent, where I read somewhere, and then I read somewhere else that said that the salt might break down the brick. And then I didn't know if you could use bleach so somebody suggested you could use bleach too. So I do have my windows open. You can hear some nice birds outside. So for bleach, I always try to have the windows open when cleaning with bleach, no matter what time of year it is, because you don't want to be inhaling bleach fumes. The recommendations, a lot of them were to wet the brick before you do anything, because you can see the dawn is blue and stuff, and that the brick could absorb too much of the actual detergent. So to wet the brick before, this is just a bucket of plain water, and I have a bunch of old rags to wet the brick. So my supplies on hand include a bucket if I wanted to blend the salt and the Dawn. I can blend it in here. I'm going to try some Clorox. I have rags. I have a scrub brush. It's kind of small, but the bristles are good. And another scrubby, a knife to mix, because this is what I happen to have laying around. And I'm going to repurpose some gloves that I used for painting. I probably should have done this before I painted my beautiful yellow-green yesterday. So I have a lot of other rags on hand to clean. I'm not going to spray water everywhere. Okay, if you're outside with your power washer, this would be a lot easier if you're outdoors, but I'm inside, so it's a controlled environment. I don't want all of this to get dirty. So also down here on the floor, these are the drop cloths I used for painting. So I'm just going to lay these around the base so anything that comes off will get soaked up. Okay, I don't want the stuff landing on the floor and soaking into mud, because I am in the basement and I'm going to keep it as dry as we can. Okay, I also have a few towels just in case. Okay, so I think first I'm just going to dive right in with the bleach. I was noticing, I don't know if you noticed, I'll talk while I'm moving to keep it going. Okay, while I'm doing the cleaning part, I might just cut this out, or you could speed it up. Not very good at editing yet, so if this is longer than you want, then just fast forward to the actual scrubbing. Okay, I was noticing though that the bricks up here are different than the bricks down here. Maybe these just faded more. Look at these really dark ones. Okay, there's none of those down here. So I wonder if they added, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to start by wetting my brick. Okay, let me get a rag. I'm just going to wet the brick first. And I'm wearing dark clothes on purpose because I'm probably going to get dirty. So I just have on an old gray t-shirt and some leggings. So excuse my back. Okay. Yeah, it's dirty. I can't wait to have this clean. I have already vacuumed up here and dusted. Oh, maybe there goes a bead. I'm not even, I might just do this little part. We had this, there was this really weird exhaust pipe that came in curved and went in there, and I always hated it. And a couple years ago when we got a new furnace, we finally got it taken out, and they patched it up with this thing, but something's happening. There's a little rust. I don't know if it's leaking. Okay, so I'm working on getting my brick just wet. You could use a spray bottle. I don't want to splash it everywhere. Okay? This house was built in 1972, so this fireplace is almost 50 years old. And, okay. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet this just in case I splash. Okay. A lot of water coming off over here, so I'm gonna take my little rag and sort of make a little barrier so it doesn't go any further. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in with the bleach. Okay, windows are open. Here we go. Okay, don't want to just spray on my wall, so I'm going to go ahead and... Now, this is my theory about the bleach, the salt, the vinegar, all of these things. If it really does break down the brick, you know what, this house, it's been 48 years and no one's really done this. So if you clean it once every 48 years, I don't think it's really going to break it down too much. Okay, if I sound sarcastic, what I'm saying, woo, smell the bleach. What I'm saying is doing it once probably isn't going to kill it. All right, so this is the part I really wanted to concentrate on and see if okay. Whew. Okay, now okay, I have my little scrub brush and my scrubby. This thing seems so tiny, but whatever. So what I'm going to do first is just spread it all out, sort of work it in. Make sure that everything is... Use my back. Another thought I had was that even if this doesn't get perfectly clean, at least I will know that I tried, and that if I lean on it, I won't get dirty, but it's clean to the touch. I'm going to take a breath out the window because the bleach is getting to me. Feel free to fast forward through all of this if I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Work your shin on the corner. like those. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or what. So it's this one. Okay, do you think it looks any better yet? You know what, I just had a thought. While I'm scrubbing, maybe I should go ahead and just spray this. Look how dirty it is. I can't live like that. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. I'm not even gonna wet it first because that's just so awful. Let me see if we had a coal stove in here for a while and did not help. Okay, I'm gonna go get a fan so I get some fresh air. Okay, this will make some noise, but I do need to blow fresh air into the room. Okay. Can't tell if it's looking any better yet. Okay. Now, where was I? Okay, now, I want to rinse all this up here and get some clean water. Another glove. There it is. Oh, it's horrible in there. I don't even know why I started. Probably a big mistake. I just can't help it. It's so bad. Just gonna let that sit there for a little bit. See this black stuff coming off. Oh. Okay, I need to go get some fresh water. Before I go get fresh water though, see it's getting kind of dirty, I'm gonna go ahead and see about wiping some of this. Oh, horrible. Okay, woo! Maybe it's making a difference. At least it'll get like the I don't know, really bad layer. I'm gonna go get some new water. Be right back. Let it dry a little bit. Okay, I probably could have gotten a bigger bucket, but there, I have nice clean water. Okay, now, I think I'm gonna spray this again. Okay, now here, this is, I'm gonna get a new rag. I'm gonna wet this again. Okay, now I'm going to try the Dawn with the salt. Okay. Okay. Dawn. I'm not. Right. Probably use too much. I love Dawn. Let's see there. I think this is a new one. There we go. Don't worry, it's only a butter knife. So the salt will be like the scrubbing agent. I'm going to make like a paste. Okay. See that? Oops. Pour it out. Look at some bubbles flying out. I don't know if you can see, but it's making a nice paste. I don't want to dump it out, but you can see it in there. Okay. Now, let's see. This is going to be a lot to rinse off though because it's pure soap. I don't know. I already see a problem to this method. I only dipped it once. This is so much soap. I am never going to be able to rinse this off. I will not be applying it unless I'm going to use this in there. This is, oh dear, will be the never-ending rinse. So before it gets out of control, I'll use what I have and spread it around. Whoops, now my hand is all, I lost my glove. Trying to keep my hands dry. Okay. Dear. Alright, it's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. Oh dear, making a mess. Oh dear. Okay, you can see that made a lot of soap. And that was only one dip. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that solution. I might just end up getting rid of it, or if there's something else I can use it for outside. I don't even want to put it in here. That's going to be a lot of water to rinse. Eek! So that was a mistake. Okay, now, before I get rid of the super soapy water though, I'm going to, oh dear, hold on, spillage. Mop it up and go all over the floor. Check the floor. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can I mean, it might help a little bit. Not be so scary in here. You can almost see the brick color. That's pretty bad in there. Okay, now to get up all this water, I have a lot of water in the bottom here because it all ran down the sides. I'm just going to mop it up with my rag and squeeze it back in my bucket to collect it. Oof. Yeah, I think it actually does look a little bit better in here. It was scary diving in, but it's okay. It's got to be better than it was. I'm going to go get some new water because, as you can see, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now, in the room next door I have a big bucket filling, so don't let me forget. Okay, now, this rag, I'm going to save that for working in there. I need it. This is why you need more than one rag, because the rag gets really nasty. So I'm going to continue to rinse up here. I have a new rag, fresh water. Just go ahead and rinse. There's a lot of soap. A lot of stuff. If you don't rinse stuff that's soapy, it gets sticky. That's why I do not use Dawn to clean stains on my carpets. Because if you don't get every bit of soap, your stain actually stays a little sticky and attracts more dirt. Okay. Okay. Just getting this quick. see all the soap I made with that one swipe? Oh, goodness. Okay, here's where I need to make sure my rag is in place. All right, I'm gonna go get the other bucket. I'll be right back. I gotta get the big bucket. Okay, so now I have a lot of water. I can do sort of a final rinse. Okay, and there's going to be water going everywhere, and I really don't want to flood my basement, so I'm going to make sure my soaker-uppers are in place. Okay, this one's a little wet already, but that's all right. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use one of my towels. What I'm doing is putting these around the base of the hearth. I'm going to tip it down just for a second so you can see what I'm doing. Oops, the thing's in the way. But I'm putting them down around the base of the hearth to keep the floor dry. Okay? Because I don't... Alright, now I have a nice big bucket. I'm going to go ahead and start my, hopefully, final rinse. I do think it's looking a little bit brighter. It's kind of hard to tell. But whatever. Okay, nice fresh water. Actually, I just had an idea. Why don't I do this? Catch the water. Still soapy. The cleaning, I switch back and forth from left hand to right hand so that my one wrist doesn't get used too sore or overused, so that later when I'm ready to knit and draw, that my dominant hand isn't too worn out. And it also helps you back because you can twist this way and then you can go around the other way. Uh-oh, I got a flood going. Hold on, people. Hold on. Mop up the river. Okay, don't let it get out of control and flood. Give me a second. Mop up. Okay. All right. All right. How's it going? Still super soapy. Oh dear, still. Well, needs a lot of water to get that soap off. Gee whiz. Look at it still foaming up. If I was outside with a power washer, I could definitely do the Dawn and Salt thing, where you could rinse unlimited and just really rinse it well with a power washer, but I don't have that ability inside. Okay. Whew. All right, now. I do think I'm going to have to rinse this one more time to get all the soap off. All right, I need to go get new water. My socks wet. Oh, and my thumb's out. It's starting to fall apart over here, but that's okay because I'm just powering through. Okay. Also, making a video makes me keep going till the end and not stop. So, if you're still here, you're patient, or you fast forwarded. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mop up. I'm gonna keep this rag kind of clean. It's not that bad yet. Oops. Oh shoot, my whole salt got wet. All right, that was not very responsible. Look, that's what you get. Darn it. All right, put that over the side. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna mop up some stuff in there. Sit in a towel, so don't sit in a puddle. Oh, it's not that bad. There's not that much water in here. Where did it all go? Okay, there's lint from my rag all over these little white things, and I'm thinking, what the heck is that? It's from my rag falling apart, this one. All right, I won't use that anymore because it looks like, okay. Starting to lose steam, which means I'm done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go fill up the big bucket one more time with fresh water, give everything one more rinse, and then let it start drying and see if there's any difference with round one. So I will be back with more water. I should rinse it again. Part of me thinks I should just let it start to dry. I think I will. See if I can brush the lint off. My hands are already wet. Okay, so, okay, that's over there. I'm just gonna start at the top. There's a lot of lint up here. I'm gonna move this up and turn it up a lot so we can see if we can really get this thing. Might get loud with the fan, but I want to see if we can get some results. So what I'm doing now is that other rag left a lot of lint. It's a little white. I thought they were soap bubbles. So, dusting off all the lint, which is kind of making a mess on the floor, but that's okay. I just stepped in a puddle. So I did all of this with basic household supplies. This is actually this is actually the Clorox foaming bath cleanser. Okay. I just happened to have it laying around, and it was a convenient bleach and a spray. I always have Dawn. It's the only brand I use. Not advertising for Dawn, but still kind of wet. I need to mop that up. So now I'm mopping up whatever water is left. Okay. Oh, there are also grains of salt. Should have figured that out. I don't really want this to get all black. Where's that rag? Because even though it's all wet and dirty and I use it for a drop cloth, again, it's a nice little cotton gauze that I can use again for a drop cloth and maybe even use again at the beach. So, you know what? I'm not going to wipe that at all. It's all wet and my rag will get ruined. I'm just going to let it dry and brush that salt out another time. No, you know what? I want to finish it now. Darn it. All right, the heck with it. Let's just do it. I don't want to come back. Okay, I'm realizing now with all of this salt that I'm gonna have is gonna be all over the floor and I have to vacuum. I mean, I would have vacuumed anyway, but now it's all these little grains of salt. So I'm so glad I only did one swipe. Maybe I can brush them into here so they don't go all over the floor. And some of the little stones were still in there. I did vacuum it before, but as always. Now is just dusting off all of the salt and any little rocks so it's nice and kind of gonna leave that bottom part, it's still wet and a little black, and you know what, I'm just gonna let that be for now. It looks like one side is a lot lighter, but that could be the shadow. I'll move the light in a minute and see if I scrubbed harder on one side than the other, or if it's just the shadow of the light. You can hear this flying everywhere. Okay, so I'm no expert. This is just my own do-it-yourself because, oh, I didn't even look down there. Oh well. Do all that another time. And then I'm going to go around the bottom and make sure that I don't have any puddles of wetness. Go all around the bottom and dry the floor. And get rid of these wet and dirty things. Okay, this I'm not really sure what to do with. I don't know. Okay. Drying the floor over here, got really wet. Not really wet, but I'm using my towels to mop it up. Okay, now I'm going to move my cleaning stuff out of the way, move the light, and see how it looks if I move the light to the other side. Move the light source over here and see if that makes a difference. Okay, wow, did I scrub one side harder than the other? Look at the line right down the middle of the back. Gee whiz, what happened? Oh, that annoys me, makes me want to go back and fix it. I can't leave it like that. All right, here I go. Shoot, it's dome, doesn't it? All right, going back in. I don't know what happened. I don't think I scrubbed that side because that was awful. I guess the scrubbing did make a difference because the one side looked awful. See if I can fix it up. Okay, hopefully I'm evening it out a little bit back here. I don't know. That side still looks a lot brighter. doing this without gloves, so hopefully not ruining my nails. All right, I need new water. Ugh. Luckily, I have the bucket right here that I was going to rinse with. Okay. Let's see. Can't tell if these look any better yet. Maybe. They're not as black. Gonna do in here? You know what? Good enough. I'm done. I'm gonna rinse it off, and I have a big puddle going in here. Every time I put the rag in and the water runs down, it pools up. Rinsing it off. Okay, now I'm going to mop up. I have a big puddle here, so what I'm going to do is squeeze out all my rags really well. Throw it in the puddle. Squeeze this out. Throw it in the puddle. One more. I'm going to have those two. Stop up, bring them out. I think it is looking better. I'm looking in the video and the reflection over there. It looks pretty good. All right. Mopped up enough of that. I'm gonna go get rid of all of this stuff. Clean up. Okay, I'm gonna let the I guess the back looks a little more even now. Okay. So, there we go. I'm going to let the fan go a little bit longer. You can fast forward to the end if you want. I really want to Just let it dry for a few minutes while I go clean up, and then I will come back and finish up. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll go clean up. I just sprayed myself with bleach. Nice. Just making sure the floor isn't wet, because it is a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go empty these out, let it dry for a few more minutes while I clean up, and then I'll come back and finish. I'll leave these here in case anybody's still wondering what I did. Do not recommend these. Actually, I'm going to take these out of the equation. I do like Dawn. Actually, I'm cleaning everything up. Is it right with me? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here because nobody wants to sit here and watch bricks dry. I'll do another follow-up video maybe either later today or tomorrow when everything's totally dry, because you really can't tell yet if they got later, because these are all still wet, and in there it's still completely wet, and I know it'll lighten up. So thank you for watching. Good luck if you're cleaning your fireplace, and have a great day, everybody.